Hello there. My name's Ben Deathridge, and I'll be the host of what is going to be a real treat for all of you. This is Sprint Car News Today. This is a weekly show where we highlight by video or through photos sprint car racing from coast to coast. We're really excited because this has been a project that's took several years in the making and is through the hard work with several videographers throughout the country and several other organizations to make this project possible. As we continue, we will improve and make this thing bigger and better each and every episode, and we hope you can enjoy every single week with us. We'll highlight action from the World of Outlaws and the top tier 410 ranks to wing 360 sprint races in your own backyard perhaps. This is going to be such a wonderful thing that we hope to expand it in the direction of non-wing sprints, 305 sprints, and other such forms of sprint car racing. We'll start today's episode with the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series. They've featured 2 nights at Calistoga Speedway in Northern California in gorgeous wine country, and 2 exciting races would take place at the famous half mile.
Set to do battle here at Calistoga as the green flag waves on our main event. Down the front stretch into turn 1, Brad Sweet on the bottom, Rico Abreu on the top, trouble, Jack Hottenshield sideways, spinning to a stop, everyone else avoiding serious contact. Back underway. Abreu leads down the front straightaway. David Gravel takes a peek to the inside, now goes up top in 1 and 2, coming after Brad Sweet for second. Sweet trying to get a run on Abreu down the backstretch. Shane Stewart in third, side by side for fourth, Craig Kinzer, and the 7S of Jason Sides. Kinzer down low, Sides on the top. Craig Kinzer in fifth, and now Sides loses a spot to the Great Clips number 9 of Darren Pittman. Brad Sweet to the inside in 1 and 2, new leader down the back straightaway. The big cat takes it away from Rico Abreu. Abreu right back to the cushion in 3 and 4. Good racing out in front of the field. Brad Sweet and Rico Abreu. Brad Sweet leading lap number 3. Abreu right back to the top in turns 1 and 2. Nearing the halfway point of this World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series main event. Sweet to the inside of the slower cars. Rico Abreu up on the top. Abreu's got a run down the front straightaway. Sweet and Abreu side by side for the lead one more time. The big cat on the cushion. Rico Abreu down low. They reverse their position from earlier in this race. Doesn't work out so well for Abreu. He slides up the racetrack. Brad Sweet pulls away, and once again David Gravel catching up with the number 24. Sweet to the inside of slower cars in 3 and 4, drifts up to the cushion. Abreu was able to rip the cushion all the way around. He's got a run on the leader down the front straightaway. Into turn 1, Rico Abreu going to try the slide job, but not enough room to make it work there. He lost some ground, entered in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Corey Eliasson off the pace on the back straightaway. Looks like he'll bring the 20 car into the infield, or will he? No, he'll come to a stop, and we will go under caution. White flag has waved for the race leader, and Gravel is slow down the front straightaway. Wonder if Gravel may be out of fuel with the number 5. Checkered flag is set to wave, and for the 3rd consecutive Outlaw appearance at Calistoga, Brad Sweet wins night number 1. Rico Abreu just barely holds off Logan Schuhart, with Shane Stewart and Donnie Schatz your top 5. As the big cat Brad Sweet gets set to climb out.
He is out of the car. He's got a checkered flag.
And with the victory on Friday night at Calistoga Speedway, Brad Sweet collected his 5th win of the season for the Grass Valley, California native. Logan Schuhart placed 2nd, Shane Stewart 3rd, Donnie Schatz 4th, and Darren Pittman completed the top 5.
The green flag is waving at Calistoga on the Wine Country Classic. Shane Stewart will lead into turn 1. He dives down low. Brad Sweet jumps up to the cushion. Sweet trying to get a run on him down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet and Shane Stewart side by side. Pittman and Schatz side by side for 3rd as well. They'll stay wheel to wheel through corners 3 and 4. Brad Sweet on the cushion with momentum, and the big cat leads lap number 1. Shane Stewart ducks right back to the inside as they enter the first corner, but the momentum belongs to the big cat Brad Sweet. Darren Pittman and Donnie Schatz trying to go side by side. Caution flag will wave. We've got debris on the speedway in turn 4. Back underway. Brad Sweet brings the field back down the front straightaway. Shane Stewart ducks low into turn one to challenge for the top spot. Donnie Schatz jumps up to the cushion, trying to gain some momentum, running third. Darren Pittman fourth, Jason Johnson now fifth, and David Gravel sixth as they enter turn three. Sweet on the cushion, Stewart on the cushion. Sweet tries to turn it to the inside of the slower cars. Nice move by the big cat. Can he get by Willie Croft into turn one? He drifts up the racetrack. Stewart down low, pulls even. Battle for the lead down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet and Shane Stewart going at it. Slower car, Paul McMahon right in front of him. Sweet ducks to the inside of McMahon, slides up in front. Stewart works the cushion all the way through the corner, trying to keep the momentum on his side. Into turn one, Stewart dives to the bottom, pulls even. Can he make the pass? No, cannot take the lead. Donnie Schatz still in third, Darren Pittman in fourth, and Jason Johnson in fifth. Just past the wall, trouble, car up high in turn number four, and we'll see the caution flag wave. Jason Johnson trying to get a run on Schatz. Schatz closing again on Brad Sweet. We've got a three-car battle for the lead in the final 6 laps here at the Calistoga Speedway. Sweet, Schatz and Johnson, top three, nose to tail into turn one. Schatz to the inside. Can he make the move? No, and now Johnson's going to try to go around the outside, but Schatz fends off that charge. Into turn three, Sweet to the inside of slower traffic. Johnson around the outside, and Donnie Schatz, the raging Cajun, looking for second in traffic down the front straightaway. Brad Sweet right there, Schatz to the inside of Sweet. Slide job, new leader Donnie Schatz. Schatz takes the lead down the back straightaway. Brad Sweet and Jason Johnson side by side for third. Sweet with the slider to take it. Johnson tucks down low out of turn two. Donnie Schatz into 3 and 4 for the final time. 5 times a winner in wine country. Donnie Schatz gets it done tonight at Calistoga. Climbing up top, your 2017 Wine Country Classic winner, Donnie Schatz.
After getting back to his winning ways, Donnie Schatz of Fargo, North Dakota has won for the 18th time with the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series in 2017. Darren Pittman second, Shane Stewart third, Jason Johnson fourth, David Gravel rounding up the top 5. And the current point standings, Donnie Schatz, he's got an 88-point margin ahead of Brad Sweet, David Gravel third in points, Shane Stewart and Darren Pittman, 4th and 5th respectively. Those two drivers, Stewart and Pittman, having a decent battle for 4th. Only 22 points separating those two. The World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series heads to Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio on Friday, September 22nd, before going to Sarver, Pennsylvania's Lernerville Speedway on Saturday the 23rd. And then the following week, they head to Williams Grove Speedway in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania for the National Open. And the first round of 3 will be Thursday, September 28th.
And here they come off turn number 4. Here's your chance to make some noise. 4 abreast down the front stretch, rattle the roof of that historic covered grandstand. In just moments, it is going to be thunder and lightning here at Williams Grove Speedway. The Gymnase Memorial National Open is underway. Green is out. Drag race into 1 and 2. Give it to Big Fat, and McBrown's got to power around on the outside. Brian Brown leads him down the backstretch. Brian Brown sets the pace. Blackjack. Brian Brown is out in front as the field shuffles on the first of 30 lead. They are flying around the super speedway of dirt track racing. Here they come for lap 3. A little bit of smoke. Car upside down on the backstretch. Trey Starks, tonight's quick timer, looks to be involved. Watch them race. Here they come. They're now 3 wide per second. Hodman on the inside, trying to go by Zerfoss. Zerfoss hangs out off the corner. Hodman goes to 3rd. Zerfoss falls to 4th. Brown brings him around to put 4 on the board. White Heimbach on the move. Red flag in. Green flag's in the air. Here they come. Brown up high. McFadden down low. Hodnett takes a look to try to go by Zerfoss on the backstretch. Hodnett's there as they enter turn 3. Zerfoss holding them at bay. Heimbach spot number 6 as they work down the backstretch out of turn 4. Brian Brown, your race leader, inching away from James McFadden. Battles on for 3rd. Zerfoss and Hodnett. Hodnett and Zerfoss churning sliders on either corner of the speedway. Honda drives it on the inside, looking to take the spot back on the podium, slides across the front nose of Zerfos, and Zerfos takes it back. Honda's looking for another one through one. Honda not far off! Ryan Brown can't get by Rick Rafferty, and McFadden closes that much more! Brown to the bottom, McFadden up high, Zerfos to the inside, Brown gets out of shape, McFadden's there! In the 1 and 2, McFadden dives to the bottom, Brown's gonna have the momentum off the outside! McFadden's in trouble! He couldn't get off a turn 2! Zerfos is there! Hodden is there! Zerfos! Green flags out, here they come! Zerfos gets a good start! Tucks in on the bottom! Can't get close enough! Brown will drive away on the outside. Kading takes a bit at Macri. Macri holds them off. Race for fourth continues. Macri holding on. It's Tim Kading. It looks like he'll make it off. In the 3 and 4 for the final time. The Casey's General Store. FVP number 21, Ryan Brown. The 2017 Jim Nace Memorial winner.
The All-Star Circuit of Champions were in action for 2 nights in Pennsylvania, beginning with the Jim Nance Memorial at Selinsgrove Speedway. On Saturday night, Brian Brown of Grain Valley, Missouri would pick up the victory over the field. Finishing second, Brock Zierfoss. Greg Hodnett was third, Anthony Macri finishing fourth, and Trey Starks fifth.
Get yourselves ready, we are off! Nearly into the outside retaining wall. We're riding through turns 1 and 2. As the Cat Coast Circuit of Champions sets up, palms up. Ryan Brown, about 3 pilots. No room for her. Hands into the wall. Trey Starks. It's going to take it down. Trey Starks! Brian Brown now into loud traffic. Trey Starks! High through one cross! John Garvin! He's about to go all out as your leaders come flying by! There goes Brown! Caution on the Speedway! Carl Bowser sitting in that 4 spot, being challenged by Brady. Go, Chad Kemena's going to get by the Golden Snacks, number 98. So, balls are getting shuffled back 2 spots. Down, 8 to go. Green is out. McFadden will return the favor and takes third back from Chad Kemena. McFadden
Sunday night would be a feature at Bedford Speedway, where Brian Brown would double up for the weekend, making it 2 for 2 in his 2 only wins with the All-Stars so far this season. Caleb Helms 2nd, James McFadden 3rd, Chad Kemenoff 4th, and Greg Hodnett 5th. Current All-Star Circuit of Champions point standings, Chad Kemenoff 340 points, separating him in second place, Ryan Smith. Caleb Armstrong is 3rd, Max Stombaugh 4th, Caleb Helms 5th, and Stombaugh and Helms, a little bit of a point battle shaping up there for 4th, and an equally interesting race between positions 6 through 8 between Brandon Spithaler, TJ Michael, and Tyler Esch. The series will be back in action Saturday night at Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio. Then October 7th, Wayne County Speedway in Orrville, Ohio. And on the 13th, Mansfield Motor Speedway. We now go to IRA Sprint Car action, as they had a couple of races get complete in the books over the past week. Billy Baylog picking up the victory, his 100th career IRA Sprint Series victory, is 12th of 2017. Able to best Ian Madsen, Terry McCarl 3rd, Spencer Baston 4th, and Scotty Thiel 5th.
Of everybody at the IRA, and you know what? The late, great, late model sensation, Russ Scheffler, this one's for you. Fans, I ask you, what time is it? It's showtime! Well, they've tap danced their way through 1 and 2, and now they're all still trading positions. Coming out of 3 and 4, Dusty Sommer will lead lap number 1. Linton Jeffrey in tow. The Madman Kerry Matson running the high side. Jeffrey slides up in front of him. Kerry Matson moves into 2nd. Jeffrey slides back to 3rd. Zomer holds on to the lead with T-Mac 4th and Celsi rounding out the top 5. Trying to make it a 2-car breakaway in the early going. The Madman Kerry Matson reaching down for some grip. Zomer fighting back, but nothing to it. Matson takes over the lead. Zomer now fighting back to the low side. Matson way up high, kicking up a cyclone of dust. Linton Jeffrey in the catbird seat, watching Zomer and Matson trade spots for the lead. Zomer shutting the door with a slide job on Matson coming out of turn number 4. Matson continuing to battle back up high as Zomer getting grip from the middle of the track. Zomer hanging on in the blazing race in 82 as Matson with his crosshairs on the back of the young man out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Gio Celsi makes his move on Linton Jeffrey. Jeffrey fights back in a great battle for 3rd going into 3 and 4. Two-car breakaway to determine the winner of this one. Zomer in the 82, Matson in the 2, starting to run away from the rest of the field. Coming down to the white flag, this time by 1 lap to go for Dusty Zomer. Making it look easy, Dusty Zomer, your winner. Kerry Matson holds on for 2nd.
Brandon, South Dakota, Dusty Zomer, the newest winner with the IRA Sprint Series, picking up the victory at Clay County Fair Speedway. Kerry Madsen 2nd, Giovanni Celsi 3rd, Linton Jeffrey 4th, and Ian Madsen 5th. Fortunately, the next night at Deer Creek Speedway in Spring Valley, Minnesota, rained out. Billy Baylog currently holds a commanding 321-point lead over Scotty Thiel in the point standings. Scott Neitzel is 3rd, 4th Kyle Martin, and Jeremy Schultz the top 5. The IRA Sprints in action Saturday night at Beaver Dam Raceway in Wisconsin, while Sunday they travel to LaSalle Speedway in Illinois, and on the 30th of September to close out the month, the Plymouth Dirt Track in Wisconsin. Switching over to fast action with the doubleheader for the Jim Ford Classic at Fremont Speedway.
Tiptoe through turns 1 and 2. Battle for the lead right away. Chris Andrews to the outside of Brian Lay. Chris Andrews will lead lap number 1 over Brian Lay. Lee Jacobs, Aaron Reitzel, and Stuart Brubaker. 8 to go. This time for Chris Andrews. Here comes Brian Lay. Here comes Tim Schaefer. Thor Doyley on the top 3 with 7 to go. We're 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for the lead out of turn 2. Look at that move for Tim Schaefer. He split the cars. New leader, Tim Schaefer. Down the backstretch one final time. Checker flag in the air for Tim Schaefer.
And Tim Schaefer of Aliquippa, Pennsylvania with the victory over Chris Andrews. Lee Jacobs finishing 3rd. Brian Lay 4th. Cole Duncan the top 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls at Fremont Speedway, it's time to rock and roll for 40 and 10 grand! Byron Reed leads lap number 1. Good race for 2nd. Brock Martin and Craig Mintz. Battle for the lead out of turn 4 as they race in the heavy lap traffic. Byron Reed trying to pick his line, but that's allowed Craig Mintz to close. Here comes Craig Mintz. Reed gonna have to move up the line. Slides up to the cushion in 3 and 4. Here comes Craig Mintz. Two more times around for $10,000 for Byron Reed. Byron Reed will see the white flag out of turn number 4. Here comes Brock Martin. Monster run in 3 and 4. Brock Martin right to the rear bumper of Byron Reed. Here they go down the backstretch. One final time. Brock Martin hard into 3 and 4 to the outside of Byron Reed. Checker flag for Byron Reed.
Monclova, Ohio's Byron Reed getting the victory. Brock Martin 2nd. Craig Mintz 3rd. Chris Andrews 4th. Night 1 winner Tim Schaefer 5th. And that would be the final race in the point standings for the Fremont Attica Sprint Title Championship. DJ Foose of Fremont picking up the championship. Chris Andrews 2nd. Brian Lay 3rd. Tyler Gunn 4th. Dwayne Zablocki rounding out the final top 5. River City Speedway in Grand Forks, North Dakota, unfortunately rained out. Saturday, they were supposed to be in action at Devil's Lake Speedway. Weather pushed that back to Sunday to where they could get all of the racing in at the Crary, North Dakota facility. Wayne Nygaard of Grand Forks, North Dakota picking up the victory. Casey Mack 2nd. Greg Nikotenko 3rd. Ty Hanton 4th. Jordan Graham, top 5 finishers there. And after the fall, the final checkered flag for the night, Austin Pierce of Grand Forks, North Dakota, would be declared the 2017 Northern Outlaw Sprint Association champion. Going over to 360 action, the American Sprint Car Series Southwest region back and racing At Arizona Speedway in Queen Creek last Saturday night, Josh Shipley of Youngtown, Arizona, the big victory, his first career with the series. Jesse Baker was second, Billy Chester the third was third, Matt Rossi fourth, James Aragon fifth. Colton Hardy has a 74-point lead over Rick Zeal, who's currently second in the standings. Lance Norick third. Josh Shipley is fourth. Daryl Sickles fifth in the standings. And they will be next in action at Arizona Speedway, the site of their last race, October 7th. And then the 14th at Canyon Speedway Park in Peoria before the first of 3 nights at Cocopah Speedway in Somerton on November 9th. Lake Ozark Speedway in Eldon, Missouri would host the American Sprint Car Series Warrior region. Jonathan Cornell from Sedalia, Missouri, victorious for the 7th time with the series. Danny Thoman was second, Seth Bergman third, Kyle Belm fourth, and Miles Paulus made the top 5. Jonathan Cornell not only has the most victories but the most points. Miles Paulus is trailing by a distant 621. Danny Thoman third, Randy Martin fourth, Tony Bruce Jr. the top 5. September 21st on Thursday night will be the Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, where it'll be the first of 3 nights for the Daniel McMillan Jesse Hockett Memorial, and those will be co-sanctioned with the ASCS National Tour. Moving to the Upper Midwest Sprint Series, Clay County Fair Speedway on Friday, September 15th. They were also in action the same night that the IRA Sprints were in the house.
Lasowski and Baylog. Bill Bella. Bill Bella, your new leader. Ryan Byers takes second place. Lasowski and Tatnall side by side.
And Bill Baylog, originally from North Pole, Alaska, able to get the job done with the UMSS Sprints for his first win of 2017 with the series. Ryan Bowers was the runner-up, Brooke Tatnall third, Danny Lasowski fourth, and Scott Boguski the top 5. Final point standings would see Chris Graff of Glencoe, Minnesota, capturing the 2017 Upper Midwest Sprint Series Championship. Kevin Bradwell second, Reed Alex third, Chase Vibrock fourth, Ryan Bowers the rest of the top 5. The MSTS 360 Sprints in action at Rapids Speedway in Rock Rapids, Iowa on Friday, September 15th. For the Rapid Nationals, Jody Rosenboom, the hometown driver, was able to come away with the victory. Clint Garner finished second, Dylan Peterson third, Eric Lutz fourth, and Ryan Bickett was fifth. The next night, they would be on tap at Jefferson, South Dakota's Park Jefferson International Speedway for the 2017 Iron Cup on Saturday night. Greg Baker of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, was the winner. Clint Garner second, Scott Pogusky third, Cody Hansen fourth, Cody Ledger fifth. The current MSTS 360 Sprints sees Ryan Bickett as the current point leader. He is out of Ramona, South Dakota. Jody Rosenboom second, trailing by 85 markers. Dylan Peterson third, John Lamberts fourth, Dusty Bollinger fifth. And their next race is this Saturday, September 23rd at Wagner Speedway in South Dakota. For the Nebraska 360 Sprints, the 30th of September, their next race for the Fall Brawl at I-80 Speedway in Greenwood, Nebraska. That will be co-sanctioned with the ASCS National Tour. Ryan Roberts is the current point leader with the Nebraska Series, 97-point advantage over second-place Cody Ledger. Seth Bramer is third, Jordan Boston fourth, Jason Martin the top 5. They will also see action on October 7th at Salina Speedway in Kansas. And not only Saturday night's race was co-sanctioned between the Nebraska 360s and the MSTS 360s. It was the final point standings race for the local 360s. Ryan Bickett was able to edge out Cody Hansen by a mere 5 points to pick up the track championship. Jordan Boston third, Greg Baker fourth, Jody Rosenboom fifth. Switching gears to the NCRA 360 Sprints. In action Saturday night at Thunderhill Speedway in Mayetta, Kansas. Chris Morgan from Topeka able to best Don Drow Jr., Stu Snyder Campbell fourth, Forrest Sutherland fifth, and their next race will be October 7th at Salina Speedway in Kansas, and that will also see the Nebraska 360 Sprints there in a co-sanctioned event. The Sprint Invader Series visited Quincy Raceways in Illinois on Sunday, and John Egan of Knoxville, Iowa, able to best the bunch. Braden Gaylord second, John Schultz third, Tanner Gebhardt was. As the current point standings with the Sprint Invader, something to note, there's been a different winner in each of the 9 races that have been completed with the series. Their final race of the season is this Saturday at 34 Raceway in West Burlington, Iowa. Jamie Ball has a narrow 12-point lead over John Egan. Harold Porin is third, Jared Schneiderman fourth, Ryan Jamieson, the current top 5 for the 2017 championship standings for the Sprint Invader Series. Final race of 2017 as far as championship points are concerned at St. Francois County Raceway in Farmington, Missouri. Brad Loyette of Sunset Hills, Missouri, victorious for the 3rd time in 2017. Kent Buckley second, Jeff Worst third, Jimmy Bridgman fourth, Robbie Standridge fifth. Once all the points were tallied up, Joey Montgomery was the point champion. Montgomery from Fredericktown, Missouri. Kent Buckley finished second behind a mere 18 points. Joey Boyd finished third. Robbie Standridge fourth. Tommy Worley Jr. fifth. Although points racing is completed at St. Francois, Saturday, September 30th will be a non-points event, and that is the Queens Royale. Well, the biggest race in Canada would take place over the weekend in Oshweken Speedway in Ontario. Friday night, twin features being ran with 15 cars in each of those. Sam Haferteep Jr. of Sunnyvale, Texas would win twin feature number 1. Ryan Susice would finish second. Mitch Brown third. Jared Horstman fourth. Brian Howland completed the top 5. And going over to the second twin feature winner, Carson Macedo out of Fresno, California, making the trip and getting the job done. Jordan Thomas second, Dustin Daggett third, recently crowned track champion Dylan Westbrook fourth, Paul Kinney fifth.
Sprint Car Nationals brought to you by Aero Express. Sam Haferteep Jr., Carson Macedo on the front row. Kyle McKenzie's got the double green flags in hand, and we are ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, you came looking for a show. Well, here you go. Let's end all the anticipation as we bring to you our feature presentation.
So here we go, now the pomp and circumstances done, just the racing left to do now, and Haferteep will lead them down the backstretch the first time.
Haferteep and Carson Macedo breaking away. Dustin Daggett right there in third, and it's a gaggle from there on back. Horseman trying to hold off Jordan Thomas.
On you out there on the track.
Doing a great job as we're about to go green once again, 32 laps to go.
Hammer down, and look at Sean Donath rockets to the outside trying to get by Carson Macedo. He'll use that outside lane. Will he have the momentum? No, Macedo will pull away down the backstretch.
Look at the move by Davey Franek, I think, on the outside. I'm not sure if he passed a lot of cars, but he went a long way to do it.
Oh, my dark horse pick is trying to make me look good here. Davey Franek gaining some spots. Meanwhile, Sean Donath is trying to keep up with the top two here and makes a run into turn 3 on Carson Macedo.
And it's so hard to watch the front of the field because the action towards the middle part is so exciting right now. Cars going back and forth, changing lanes. It's controlled chaos out there right now.
Donath.
I don't know how that wasn't an accident. Sorry, Adam.
No, not at all. He slowed in turn 4, but then he didn't come up to speed either. Finally back on the loud pedal. And this is right in front of the race leader, Sam Haferteep, trying to carve through traffic.
Yeah, Haferteep threaded the needle there. Macedo gets jumbled up just for a minute, but he has gained a bit of ground on Haferteep.
Guys, check your out on Jordan Thomas. He's on the move.
Oh, big one! Turn number 1, a car. Is that
Dane Ida?
On the foot box, so not sure. Look at this snail's pace. Here we go, and Donath gonna get around him on the outside.
Wow, great start for Sean Donath on the outside line. How about Carson Macedo? He draws up alongside Sam Haferteep, takes the lead for the moment down the backstretch.
Macedo to the lead. Haferteep going to try back on the bottom. Donath, they're fading a little bit in turn number 3. New race leader.
Boy, look what that double fire restart has done. Haferteep back to second now as Macedo takes the lead with authority. Haferteep, though, going to try to fight back on the inside.
Here comes Jordan Thomas on the bottom of Dustin Daggett and Sean Donath. Great battle from 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Behind them, they're changing lanes, top to bottom, bottom to top, out in front. 3 wide for a moment for the 3rd spot. Corey Turner in the 97 has a problem.
Boy, Dustin Daggett almost got squeezed out of that sandwich a minute ago.
On the backstretch through 3 and 4, this car's been to victory lane before many times, but for the first time, Carson Macedo wins the Canadian Sprint Car Nationals. Out of California, Carson Macedo. He's out of the car. Let's hear it for Carson Macedo.
In the final night of the Canadian Sprint Car Nationals, Carson Macedo, the winner of the twin feature number 2 the night before, able to get the job done on the final round. Jordan Thomas second, Sam Haferteep Jr. third, Ryan Susize fourth, Dylan Westbrook finishing in 5th. Local 360 competition last Saturday night at Placerville Speedway in California. Michael Kofoid out of Pingrove able to pick up his first win at the High Bank Quarter Mile Clay Oval. Justin Cox second, Sean Becker third, Colby Copeland fourth, and Greg DeCarez would finish 5th. Steven Tyner has a 30-point advantage over veteran Greg DeCarez. Jimmy Truly third in the standings, DJ Freitas fourth, Mike Benson 5th. And Placerville Speedway has a big 2-day show, NorCal Posse Shootout, looking to determine the championship. It'll be this Friday and Saturday as far as wing competition is concerned. And we'll head to Cottage Speedway for highlight videos of the final race of the season for the Sportsman Sprint Division.
Colin Baker to the lead, 3 wide between 1 and 2. Yep, they're standing on it. Oh, into the wall. Kinzer Cox over is Ian Bandy. Laps down. And here we go. And again, Colin Baker, high side of James Setters, and he's got the lead. Slow rolling over on his side for 2 starts, 2 rollovers, and here we go. Oh, Tyler Thompson made a move on Ricky Ashley, had to back out. Thompson goes low into second place. Tyler Thompson. All right, here we go. Have a track champ for the Todd's Auto Body Limited Sprints. And here we go. Oh, looky here. Robustelli to 3rd place. The wall. Woo-hoo! Camden Robustelli goes by Tyler Thompson now for 2nd place. Holy moly! For the lead, Camden Robustelli. Your winner, Robustelli. Thompson in 2nd. Ashley 3rd. Holmes 4th. Setter 5th. How about that one, folks? First win of the year for young Camden Robustelli. Tyler Thompson takes 2nd, Ricky Ashley 3rd, and so that guy right there, Ricky Ashley, will be your 2017 Todd's Auto Body Limited Sprint Track Champion.
Unfortunately, Camden Robustelli disqualified post-race, so that would give the win to Tyler Thompson, the teenager out of Harrisburg, and that would make him victorious for the 6th time of the season in the division. Ricky Ashley 2nd, Tanner Holmes 3rd, James Setters 4th, Shane Forte would make up the top 5. Although finishing 2nd in the race, finishing on top in the points championship, Ricky Ashley out of Thurston, 585 points, able to edge out Tyler Thompson by just 3 points. Raquel Ivey 3rd in the standings. Shane Forte, Cooper Desbians 4th and 5th. Points racing is completed for Cottage Grove Speedway for Sportsman Sprints, but Saturday, September 29th and October 7th will be 2 non-point events that were recently added to the schedule. And finally, we head to Skagit Speedway in Alger, Washington with video highlights. 360 sprints will start us off. Final 360 main event of 2017 at Skagit Speedway. Going to get underway. Colton Heath, Robbie Price, front row, green flag. So far, a good start in turns 1 and 2. Colton Heath with the advantage on the bottom. A little bit of stacking up towards the back of the field. Colton Heath looking to lead lap number 1. Trouble in turns 3 and 4, yellow flag. 4-car wreck in the 3rd and 4th turns. And attempt number 2 to get a lap complete gets started now. Right off the bat, trouble. Chase gets in the 91, getting upside down. That'll bring out another stoppage in this already incident-plagued main event. Heath and Price, front row, green flag for the 3rd attempt to get 1 lap complete. Colton Heath out in front in the 33. Colton Heath, your race leader, coming up on some lap traffic. The 5R Steve Reeves about to go down a lap. Steve Reeves goes down 1 lap, so will the 08 of Steve Vague. Colton Heath has 2 lap cars, it looks like, between himself and 2nd place, Robbie Price. Heath working the bare minimum, the bottom of the racetrack, getting underneath Luke Didiak. Didiak will make the pass around him. Luke Didiak trying to stay on the lead lap. Colton Heath making the pass around the outside. Colton Heath continues to dominate. Decent battle here in some lap traffic between the 59 of Eric Fisher and 22X Jamie Barnes. Both of them have the 5R Steve Reeves in front of them. And trouble on the front straightaway, your 2nd place car, Robbie Price spinning, and we go back under yellow. Green flag back out, trouble for Cam Smith in the 17, spinning in turn 4. Brandon Harkness in the 29 will spin to avoid. He will come to a halt as Cam Smith able to keep himself going. Colton Heath, Jason Solwald, and Jamie Barnes, your top 3 in the restart order, coming to the green flag. Already off to a good start here for the 33 of Colton Heath, creating some distance, creating some breathing room. As checker flags will fly, Colton Heath in the 33, your main event winner for the 360 sprints at Skagit Speedway. And Colton Heath out of Marysville, Washington, getting the win, his 4th victory of the season over Jason Solwald, Jamie Barnes 3rd, Eric Fisher 4th, Cam Smith the top 5. Cobble Hill, British Columbia youngster Robbie Price would be able to hold off the competition the rest of the way to win his first career Skagit Speedway Track Championship, and the first time in some time that a Canadian has been able to boast a track title crown. Colton Heath 2nd in the final points, Eric Fisher 3rd, Brandon Harkness 4th, Jason Solwald rounding up the top 5. Going over to the Sportsman Sprint Division for their final race of the season. Final Sportsman Sprint feature at Skagit Speedway for this year about to get started. Kelsey Carpenter, Steve Parker, front row, green flag in the air. Kelsey Carpenter, your initial race leader in the 79K. Running in 2nd is Steve Parker. Good battle for 3rd. Side-by-side action for 3rd between the 14 of Bailey Susich and the 22M of Brett McGuy. Kelsey Carpenter continues to lead. Here's the 23, Steve Parker getting the necessary run underneath them, making it side-by-side, still side-by-side in turns 3 and 4. Steve Parker, new race leader at the wire. Kelsey Carpenter trying to hang in there, but Steve Parker starting to pull away. Half a straightaway advantage for the 23 of Parker over the 79K of Carpenter. Lap traffic coming into the picture now. 74, Julian Fuentes in danger of putting down a lap as Kelsey Carpenter underneath Steve Parker, side-by-side down the back straightaway. Carpenter and Parker really going at it here. Bailey Susich in the 14 starting to creep in the picture to make it a 3-car race for the lead. Kelsey Carpenter leading, Steve Parker running in 2nd. 3rd belongs to Bailey Susich as the lap count continues to wind down. Still heavy lap traffic, and Steve Parker able to make it back around Kelsey Carpenter, as well as through some of that lap traffic. And Steve Parker will win it for the first time in 2017. He will park it in victory lane. Kelsey Carpenter finishes second, Bailey Susich third, in a thriller of a championship night here at Skagit. And that would be win number 1 of 2017 for Steve Parker of Cedro-Woolley. Kelsey Carpenter second, Bailey Susich third, Brett McGuy fourth, Trevor Cook fifth. Kelsey Carpenter managed to pick up another Sportsman Sprint Championship to his credit. Steve Parker was second in the final standings, Brett McGuy third, James Bundy fourth, and Devin Barnes the top 5. Well, we hope you enjoyed this premier episode of Sprint Car News today. In the future, we'll be having sponsors come on board and hopefully some racetracks too to highlight events, products, and other such things in the coming weeks. In the meantime, we once again hope that you enjoyed this viewing. We'd like to thank our producer of the show, Stephanie Turner, cameraman PJ Risso, and myself, and we will have another full episode of Sprint Car Highlights with Sprint Car News today next week. We're looking at Wednesday, and you can find it here on YouTube, and we'll be sharing it throughout social media. So in the meantime, everybody have a great rest of your week, and go out there and enjoy some great sprint car racing too.